don't want Nassau to be a place that continues to treat. We want Nassau to be actually moving to a place where we don't have to treat. We can actually educate and spend more of our time educating rather than rehabilitating. That would be the ultimate objective, I think. And until that happens, we don't want strokies to give up hope on life just because they've had a stroke. You know, the ultimate message to the strokie is, yes, you've had a stroke, but things can be done and there is life after stroke.
It's a bit like if you have never tried ice skating and you want to do ice skating, well, we can train you to do ice skating. So the brain is flexible, and therefore if you have suffered a stroke and you've lost certain skill, we can retrain your brain to relearn the skill, and that's rehabilitation.
When I first arrived at Nassam, I was on a wheelchair and my legs couldn't move, my hands couldn't move, my mouth was crooked, it was towards one side, my eye was affected and my throat was affected. The fact that now that I have gained my speech and I'm able to move about, I'm able to drive, and I'm able to also help others.
Being in Nassam, you get a group of people who has the same problems, who has the same disability. When I was there and I helped out my dad and my mom just a few weeks ago, I noticed that when someone is down, another patient would be helping the other patient, giving encouragement. And when that person is down, another one will be giving up. It's a chain of helping each other. And Nassam provides that, and that's very, very important.
What Nassam does is we provide physiotherapy, speech therapy, and occupational therapy. Physiotherapy helps the strokie to recover strength in their limbs. The speech and language therapists would conduct exercises that strengthens their vocal cords, strengthens their mouth muscles. Then the other aspect of therapy is occupational. We try to teach the strokies everyday skills, and when the strokie can do that, they regain some measure of independence, and that gives them confidence to reintegrate into society. Counseling is equally important because there is a lot of emotional and psychological stress that happens both for the strokie and also for the caregivers.
Nassam has two objectives. One is the rehabilitation of strokies, and the other one is to raise awareness. Nassam goes about the process of awareness by holding talks, having open forums and public events. They also have a number of publications that will also allow people to read up and be aware of the rehabilitation that it does, and also the awareness of stroke prevention. Nassam depends on individual and corporates give generously to their cause. Well, the first thing to do is to say, yes, I'm willing to give. I think after that it's relatively easy. They can go on to the website, or they can just call in, and walk in and leave a check in their details. So there's opportunities there.
You don't need to do big things as a volunteer. I only spend about an hour or so a week in Nassam teaching what I know best. And anybody can do that actually. When I first came, many of the present students are not able to move. And now imagine they're standing doing Qigong with me. They even surprised themselves that they could, actually, being a strokie, I could do this again, Yeah. So that makes my day, definitely.
There is plenty of life after stroke. That is my way of looking at it, and I can prove it to you that I've done it.